When Christy and I figured out that we were to plant a church, we realized really quickly that this was going to be a bigger than us adventure. And the second thing we realized was that it wasn't just for us, it wasn't just for the Cass family.
Andy and I were heading out of town in November of 2018. We thought we should get some snacks for the kids, so Andy stayed in the car while I ran into Trader Joe's. And as I walked in the store, I looked over at the cash register and I saw someone on the line, and I knew that something significant was about to happen.
I'm Seamus. I'm born and raised from Rochester, and you kind of know the story, but I just drifted away after youth group. A whole lot of life, whole lot of partying. I pretty much wrote it off as I'm never gonna be going back to church. Left Rochester to go to school, started out partying with my friends, drinking on the weekends. That kind of led to drinking a lot more. When I graduated college, I kind of figured, all right, those days are over, moved back to Rochester. But during that time, really working 8 to 5 and then 6 to 10 every night, rather than being at home and being reminded, dealing with my problems. It's like, okay, where's my life going? I know I can do more than what I'm doing. Oh, what was that next step?
It was crazy. So, we were seriously 2 weeks into deciding we were starting the church. So it was hush-hush, secret, like inner circle knew, and that was it.
Christy came through my checkout line at Trader Joe's, and I hadn't seen her probably since I was in high school, so it had been 10 years.
As he was bagging my groceries, I was just talking to him, and he had heard that we were in transition and thought we were moving, and so he was like, "Where are you moving?" And I'm like, "Funny story.
We thought we were gonna move, but guess what? We're staying here. I didn't know you were in town." And she said, "We are planting a church."
So he looked at me, and I told him, I'm like, "It's not public, like we're not telling anyone. It's like we want it to be fun and we want community."
She was just kind of like glowing, and honestly, I was like, I have no idea what that means, but good for you.
And then just something came over me and tears welled up in my eyes, and I looked at him and I just pointed at him and I go, "And it's for you. Like, we're starting it for you." And I got back in the car and I looked at Andy, and it was just I can't even explain it, but I felt like God was saying, like, "Christy, you are called here. There's purpose in this, and you are starting it for the Seamuses out there."
Really, I think I had been trying to change my lifestyle on my own. Doing that, I think I was just kind of waiting for things to happen. I realized nothing's going to change unless I reach out. I knew that Echo was meeting, and they were meeting directly across the street at Fagan Studios. I remember sitting, drawing, looking out the window, maybe feeling pulled to check it out, but really having like a sense of anxiety. Why would I go over there? Would I be welcome? I don't go to church, so why would I be going in there, really? And knowing that all I had to do was cross the street. My people at the time were at the bar. That was my community. And when you're trying to cut that out, I guess I wasn't really left with a whole lot more. I had been trying to cut back on partying, and one morning on a Sunday, I woke up and I just felt a strong urge to ask someone for help.
In July, Seamus reached out to me. Man, I threw everything aside to just make that opportunity happen.
We were working 100 hours a week that week. That was setting everything up. And I remember you're like, I just have to make this work, because we were praying for him since November, and now it's July. Like, him reaching out and typing a couple sentences, like, we were on it.
I knew that I could support him and to help him take next steps. In that meeting, I knew God wanted Seamus involved. and said, hey man, we need to find some healthy community to come alongside you and support you beyond just Christy and I.
I think without knowing it, I was looking for that restoration. Honestly, I always thought it was kind of corny that people believe that there could just be a light switch and everything is good all of a sudden. Well, it is a process and kind of a daily grind of hammering things out. Who am I supposed to be? What am I being pulled towards? I open up that book and every now and then something does pop up that's like, hey, that resonates with what I'm going through right now. I still had a lot of questions. It was enough to keep me coming back.
So when I was sitting down with Seamus during that coffee meeting, I knew that Echo was going to be for him. We had been praying for him since November.
Those were moments where we started developing, like, this is your place. These are your people, and let's discover your purpose. Like, that is where that came from.
I knew Seamus needed more than just Christy and Andy to support him, for him to kind of go beyond just a simple rescue, but truly walk into a restoration so that one day he'd be able to repeat that in someone else's life.
He deserves a team, he deserves a family, he deserves the community, and we knew Echo had that for him. And watching what has unfolded this past year, it's the community, it's the richness of people cheering you on that know you and care for you, and you can lean into them when you're having a hard day.
Echo has been an opportunity for me to go down a different path than what I was on. I don't think you have to be the loudest in the room to let out a roar. You can have a huge impact through, gotta whisper. It's about what you say, what is your intention. I'd be surprised being myself last year sitting in this chair today. Yeah. My name is Seamus. Hear me roar.
That's the one right there.